This passenger used to tell the crew that he has to spend $30,000 Singapore a day, or rather get rid of it. 30K. It won't be a surprise because he was a very rich man. I would call him YS in this video because I don't want his family to know about this video. They are from a very rich family, or he was a rich man from Indonesia. He liked the crew very much. Somehow or other, there's affinity between him and us. So whenever he was on our flight, he would invite the crew out. Even if he doesn't go to the destination, he'll go beyond that. And we stop at the first destination, let's say Hong Kong, he would give us money. He'll give the in-flight supervisor some money and say, bring the crew out for a nice dinner. And it was usually around 2,000 Singapore dollars. Very nice and very kind man, YS. And he would party with the crew, invite them to his hotel suite whenever he's in town or when he traveled with the crew. He liked drinking with brandy, see? And of course, he smoked cigars, expensive cigars. He even once tipped an American waiter $1,000. He didn't tip the fellow directly, but he asked one of the crew to pass on the money, a stack of US dollars, $100 note. I mean, this guy is incredibly rich. Then one day, he had cancer of the throat and he died. Okay. So I thought that was the end of the story because I didn't know much, the details, of his death and what happened during the time. But I met his daughter about a year later after his death on my flight in the first class, of course. And she identified herself and told me who she was. Then I said, yeah. She said, you know my father? I said, yes. So I sat down and talked to her, or she talked to me. She said, my father was very kind to you all, but she said, not you, but some of your crew are very covetous, greedy. I said, why? Why do you say that? Because I haven't heard anything about them exploiting or taking advantage of your father. She said, well, let me tell you, it's quite a long story, but anyway, I'll cut it short. She said one day they were in, I think, San Francisco or LA. So the father invited the crew to the room and they had a party. They drank and they sang and, enjoying themselves. So many of them were pissed. They slept, they were drunk. And when her father woke up the next morning, his watch, he had an expensive watch, specially carved or imported from New Zealand, ordered from, Zurich, especially imported from Zurich by his mother for the father. It was a gift. So he said, my father asked the crew who were in his room that night, if any one of you took my watch, I'm willing to pay you even $100,000 and no questions asked. He explained how precious that watch was to him. But of course, The watch was never returned, even till today. So the daughter told me, one of your crew stole my father's watch. He was so, devastated. Then he said, when my father was dying in Singapore, he said, in the hospital, there was a queue of course, there were many crew who went there sincerely, uh, to see him and to comfort him. But there was some crew asked for money. They say they were indebted, they want to uh, renovate their flats and so on and so forth. And my mother, she said, look at them and look at my father. And my father would say, just sign a check, give it to him, give it to them. So the wife or the mother was very hesitant, but YS said, just give, never mind. It's okay, they are very nice people. Yeah, I was shocked actually over these two incidences. So I had to apologize to the daughter, to this lady who spoke to me. She said, well, this is life sometimes. But anyway, I said, your father was very kind. Yeah, I've met him before. Uh, really a gentleman, so kind and good to us. I apologize on behalf of the crew who did this wrong to your father and your mother. Thank you very much.